Hey everybody, great to have you back here in the fish tank. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming hotfix number 3 for MinionMasters 2.0. We know it's been a rough start for 2.0. We're a couple of hotfixes in and things are a lot better, and they're going to get even better still. Now, we're going to talk about today what is going to be in the upcoming hotfix number 3. So, if you're on the MinionMasters Discord, you will have probably seen this update, but let's go through it. So, Yes the Fox posted yesterday just to give us an update on what's going on. Of course, thanking us for our support and feedback, reporting the bugs. They agree that 2.0 had a bad start, but they're passionate about Minion Masters and are dedicated to bringing it back to its former glory and beyond. Now, we know there's been a problem with Xbox. Hotfix 2 was delayed for a good while on Xbox, and that we thought it was to do with Microsoft, but it seems that it wasn't Microsoft dropping the ball. It seemed like the certification was declined, so BetaDwarf had to make some changes to it. And they've still got to make some more changes with regards to the Xbox version to get it up to the certification level that Microsoft expect. And that, unfortunately, has delayed everything. So we're going to be talking about Hotfix 3 today. We don't know the date of the next hotfix, but hopefully we'll find out soon. And we're going to see what is going to be in it. Now, this is not a complete list. They're still working on adding more to it. Now, I think the next season is going to be in the second week of February. So that's the next season, the next balance patch. But we're talking about a separate hotfix that we should hopefully get before that. Right, so let's find out what's going to be in it. So, Hotfix 3 changes. So they're going to be reducing a little bit of the cast delay that people have felt. It's going to shave off a few frames, but not too much. But hopefully it'll make it feel a little snappier. Mana is going to be removed upon playing the cards, not when they're summoned and cast. So nothing's really going to change, apart from just the UI is going to update earlier, just to make it feel snappier. Now, Tromvir. We know Tromvir is very, very strong. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I've got my meta video coming out soon, which will be going over the strongest masters and cards. And of course, we'll be seeing how Tromvir has slid into that. Right, so fixed a bug where you weren't able to play your runestones in the opponent's area. Also fixed a bug where Wordstone has taunt correctly now and does damage. So Wordstone is the perk 3 stone. And also some balance changes. So, of course, the bug fixes are going to make him stronger. He's already strong, so he definitely needs some nerfs. Is this going to be enough? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? So, the rune of ancestry, the health is going to go down to 100. So, I think this is the ancestors summoned by the rune. So, they're going to have 100 instead of 150 health and do 45 instead of 50 damage. And the runic empowerment, which is the perk 2, where your ground minions, your next ground minion gets a buff. The Frost Shield max health is going to go down from 300 to 200. And the Wind Rune damage down from 100 to 50. So, Wind Rune damage, that's the damage from the Runic Empowerment, not the damage of the Wind Rune itself. Right. So, those are the bugs and balance for Tromvir. It should no longer be possible to queue up for pre-mades with 2 identical masters. You never should be able to, but there was a bug where you could force it. Bearvalanche now correctly slows enemies. Fixed an issue with slow where minions would become a little too slow. Fixed an issue where Reconator would stop moving after using its slam and bam attack. Siege Imperator Ruby can once again hit the enemy master tower, and she should no longer ignore certain units. So there was a bug with Ruby where a combination of her and the death prediction could leave units on a slither of HP but be completely untargetable by minions and masters. So if you've seen that happen, Ruby caused it, and that'll be fixed in this patch. Fixed several cases where abilities would become unusable if the owner was raised by Mordar's Tombstone. So abilities are things like Azog and things like that. Azog's Shadow Dash, or whatever it's called. Fixed an issue that would calculate Shrumama Shumi's health wrong after she splits. I feel like also she was nerfed before 2.0 to have 550 health. I feel like she's gone back up to 600. There was a few balance changes that got reverted with the patch, and I don't know if that's going to include that, but I'll definitely mention it. Right, visual changes. Siegebreaker Mark II had its VFX restored. Siegebreaker's piloted ability no longer creates a pod that remains indefinitely on the playfield. Spellmancer's VFX is back. I don't know if it disappeared, but fixed Hellfire's VFX. I showed that on stream. If you've got your settings up to max, Hellfire's was just basically black as it came through across with the TAS. Frostbearer's Frozen Aura is back. Fixed several skins that would glitch under certain conditions. And fixed an issue where level of detail would not update when changing graphics quality. I've noticed that the Wizard of Puff. The Wizard Puff looks really low quality, really not pixelated, really plagonal. Let me know if you see that as well. Right, achievements. All achievements should now be completable. Fixed a crash issue where claiming some achievements, when. Quality of life. Player's emote starting set is now occupied by the basic set of emotes, as it probably should have been, as intended. So it was kind of a bug, really. I would like to see something put in place so we can use all of our emotes, but, that's not really the biggest issue right now. General bugs. Fixed a bug that would cause something went wrong when matchmaking against a muted player. I think that's against if you've got them blocked on Steam. Maybe in the game as well. Maybe both. Fixed several issues where playing pre-made would cause it to end unexpectedly. Fixed an issue where opening battle rewards from the battle pass would fail. No rewards have been lost, but players have failed to claim them. Audio. Reduced sound clipping overall in the game. Cleaned up some of Caesar's announcements. Changed the sound that plays when entering the battle map menu. That's the big clunk. I hated that. Okay, that's good. Fixed an issue where audio would play when quitting game, even though it had been disabled. Yep, I get that every time. Troubadour is now once again playing his bagpipe beautifully. Xbox. Fixed a bunch of issues regarding communication with other players. Fixed an issue that would cause unresponsiveness in guild search. Updated low-resolution textures to look prettier. Deck collection. Fixed an issue where deck name would be called null. Decks in collection menu is paginated instead of being a scroll list. I've definitely seen people request this, and it seems like they've listened to make it easier to keep track of the decks. Right, bunch of changes to menus. Fix an issue where avatars were not rendered correctly when selected, shown as a white circle. Fix several areas where text was misaligned or misplaced. Fixed various layouting issues across several menus. Fixed an issue where player widget can be opened while already opened, having it move around the screen. Fixed an issue where a locked arena would still be selectable but not appear in game. Fixed how several text labels are shown in the UI. Chinese localization fixed several characters where they would display as an error glyph. Loading guilds list still takes a while, but a loading spinner was added. Fixed an issue that would cause several menu items to flicker when interacting with them. Fixed an issue that miscalculated glory on the leaderboards. Made version number information at the bottom of menu shorter. Unlock conditions of avatars are made more clear. Emote will resize to be more appropriate for PC. Picking a locked arena and switching back would sometimes not select the right arena. Fixed a few cases where the back button would not work. Fixed issues of several cards where keyword explanation would fail to work. And fixed an issue where the EULA would pop up each time a player logs in. Menu changes. I don't know why I've yelled menu, it clearly says adventure. Adventure fixed several string issues, moved the disclaimer that a player can only claim rewards from the adventure to earlier in the flow so all players have a chance to see it. Adventure progress is now only reset when losing or retiring from adventure. Tutorial fixed issues where players could get stuck in the tutorial flow. I know there's a few people that are having that problems. I'm trying to get their accounts fixed for them. If that's you, then let us know. Hopefully that should fix those if they're not done before that. Known issues. This is a very small known issues list when there's clearly a lot of known issues, but a small stutter can be felt when summoning cards through another card. I see that from Frostfeather Flyby. This is stated for the February patch 2.1. Chat is still broken for a lot of players. This is planned to be fixed in the February patch. There are still players waiting for cards to be reimbursed. This is planned for the February patch. Right, so that is what we're going to be expecting in hotfix number 3. We're not sure when it's going to be, but hopefully sooner rather than later. Of course, as soon as I know, you will know. Let me know in the comments if there's things that you are really struggling with regards to the game that are not being addressed in this. I think one of the things I've seen people mention a lot are interacting with the cards with the mouse, and that's really awkward. I don't believe that's going to be in this hotfix, but that should be in the February patch. One thing I want to clarify is I know a lot of people are having problems with Mayhem, and that's not something that's mentioned here. So let us know if you're having problems getting the Mayhem. And yeah, I know there's a lot of little bugs, but let's try to talk about the big bugs right now. Which things need to be fixed as a priority? Let me know in the description. Sorry, in the comments, what things you're really struggling with. I've been playing a bit recently, and honestly, I've really got used to the new UI. The game feels more like it did before, and I'm not really having any crashes at all, which seems to be at odds with a lot of the experiences that people are having. But you know, that's just I don't know. It's just how it all works out, I guess. Right. As I said earlier, I've got my meta video coming up, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything MinionMasters related. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and as always, I'm bad as a fish, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.